Hello mi gente, que es la que hay aquí en Eng-Esp. Hoy vamos a jugar The Council, episodio uno de Big Bad Wolf y Focus Home Interactive. Ya han salido ya 4 episodios y el juego está brutal. O sea, lo que me gusta del juego es que tú adquieres habilidades y dependiendo de las habilidades que tienes, pues tú puedes cambiar, tú sabes, el progreso de la historia. Tiene una narrativa excelente, así que vamos a empezar con el episodio 1 y vamos a darle. Vamos a ver si puedo empezar ¿cómo se dice eso? Una partida nueva sin tener que seguir la continuación de la que tenía, para empezar desde el principio. Así que vamos a jugar una partida nueva. Y ok, esto no sé qué quiere decir, pero vamos a ver. Ok, vámonos con la partida. Usa un elixir dorado para eliminar las alteraciones negativas. Esa es otra cosa, dependiendo de cuántas veces tú uses ciertas habilidades, pues adquiere habilidades negativas que pues te afectan. Pero puedes remediar con un elixir. Vamos a mantener un poquito callado para.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready.
Saludos, Vidion. Gracias por pasarte por aquí.
Your bodies will dissolve in less than
¿Qué es la
4
que hay?
hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert,
En el trabajo, loco por salir. Hello, hermanito, que tengas buen turno y que salgas pronto.
let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Gracias por el host, brother.
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Vamos a confiar en ella, a ver.
Be my guest, Mother.
Rasgo desbloqueado confiado.
done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
Ah, lo estoy jugando en Xbox One.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back.
Este es el episodio 1, ya han salido 4
Pity he's
episodios.
just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a
Pero el
feeling.
juego es bien interesante y me gusta porque uno consigue habilidades que
You know
pueden
what?
afectar al
I'm
juego.
warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to Von Borchardt.
Pero yo me imagino que esto salió ya también para PC y PlayStation. Yo me imagino que sí. Yo me imagino que está en PlayStation 4. Y de verdad te lo recomiendo, es bueno. Yo estoy volviendo a empezar el episodio para caer en tiempo porque hacía tiempo que no lo jugaba. Pero es bueno el juego. Entonces, como ahora tengo ya todos los episodios que han salido, pues a ver si adelanto algo hoy para ver si llego al final del último episodio que salió. Ya lo que queda es un episodio que es el episodio 5 que todavía no ha salido, para entonces concluir The Council.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island?
Sí, así se llama, The
By
Council.
the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Y yo no sé si hay una venta especial.
In any case,
Yo sé que Focus Home Interactive tiene una venta especial, pero no sé si solamente para Xbox One. No sé si también la estarán llevando en PC
slogging through the
o
caves
PlayStation.
beneath the island,
Este,
searching for some long-lost mystical
Está en oferta,
that you just can't
está en
live without.
buenas ofertas de
I'm already hating this.
esta semana de los
All
juegos
I've
de ellos.
done is think
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Yo sé que Focus Home Interactive está llevando como una venta especial, pero no
But
sé
as I'm doing
si
some
solamente
business
para
with Sir Holmes,
Microsoft
the
por ahora.
invitation came from him.
Hay que chequearse en
Well, I
PlayStation a ver si
simply
tienen
can't wait
también
for all the festivities to begin.
en PlayStation o en PC a ver si ellos están corriendo también esa oferta.
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island. And only a very
La madre
few
está
ever make
desaparecida y lo mandaron a buscar a él
I imagine this must be your first
para ver si
time.
puede dar con el paradero de la mamá.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Shit, your hand.
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Ah,
Right.
para Xbox nada más.
Just one thing left to
Ok,
do.
no sabía. O sea, no estaba seguro.
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't.
Un 80%.
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Vaya a limpiarse la nariz con el pañuelo de los
It's
mocos
getting
de
late.
otro.
Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Tratando de ver la información del personaje, pero no sé qué botón era el que había que darle. Parece que tengo que esperar a que me lo diga el tutorial. Y sube a la mansión. Se supone que sí, pero no me dejan investigar esto y yo sé que esto hay que investigarlo. O sea, déjame proseguir por acá, a ver. No ha jugado. ¿Qué demonios le pasó a la vida? No sé, mano. Eso es un misterio ahí. Eso fue como una visión que este tipo tuvo. De Halloween, pues fíjate, de Halloween jugué hace como 2 días. Home, Sweet Home.
Louis, during the trip, I had
Que
something
es de
I wanted to
misterio.
ask you, but we didn't
Salió
happen to
esta
run
semana
into it.
también.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember.
Y es bueno el
We
juego.
met
No lo he
before.
terminado.
At that time, you were of
Ya
two
pasé
minds
más o
as to your
menos
choice of
la
career.
primera parte,
Tell
como
me,
quien
what
dice,
have
el
you been
primer
up to since?
nivel. Y es bueno, un poquito creepy ahí, a ver si hago un stream de ese juego de nuevo mañana, maybe, de Home Sweet Home. Ve, este juego, pues tú puedes escoger ser diplomático, ocultista o detective. La primera vez que yo jugué como ocultista, la primera vez que intenté el juego. Tiene unas buenas habilidades ahí. Pero pues, tú vas desarrollando habilidades de las 3, no importa que tú escojas uno en específico. Ahí me voy a ir ahora por diplomático. Dice que el diplomático sobresale en sociedad, un orador de gran talento que evita dejarse en evidencia y cuenta con una gran capacidad de persuasión. Además de buena educación, las relaciones políticas son su ámbito predilecto. Acá el ocultista lo cogí porque la otra vez porque ahí siempre me gusta jugar, ya tú sabes, a lo de Darth Vader, como quien dice. Embuste. El ocultista es un maestro de engaño, convencido de la importancia del conocimiento, ha adquirido mucha experiencia en la arte y las ciencias. Se sirve de otros para alcanzar sus propios fines sin remordimiento. Y detective, pues, es experto en investigación, instruido para percibir y advertir cada detalle a su alrededor, así como para saber analizar a las personas que interroga. Un hombre práctico que no huye de las confrontaciones directas. Bueno. A ver si me voy entonces con... tiene buena capacidad de persuasión. Vámonos con a ver con mira, estos son los niveles que uno va desarrollando, ya sea Si te vas por el árbol de diplomático, el árbol de habilidades de diplomático. Entonces, si te vas por el de diplomático y acá el de... Este me gustaba mucho porque era bueno manipulando. Este de ocultismo. Vamos a ponerle un punto a persuasión. Aquí tenemos protocolo. Compórtate de forma adecuada en toda situación social. Este es bueno también porque este me permitía también abrir ¿cómo es? Abrir cosas que... como con lockpick o algo así. No me acuerdo bien. Aunque en manipulación ya él tiene un punto. No, dice 0. No sé por qué tiene esa raya ahí. Esta dice política. Manifiesta tu opinión respecto a las situaciones geopolíticas, los intereses de las naciones y las relaciones diplomáticas. Distrae la atención de la gente, cambia de tema o evita preguntas comprometedoras. Una vez que escoges diplomático, no puedes cambiar en uno de los otros dos. Yo creo que... me deja añadir puntos acá, mira. No importa que haya cogido diplomático, puedo coger déjame ver si puedo coger un punto aquí. Sí, mira, me dejó coger un punto acá. Tú sabes que no importa que tú cojas esta. Me dejó coger un punto acá. Déjame aquí ver si lo puedo quitar. Quitar todos los puntos. Ok. Vámonos acá. Cogí diplomático, pero puedo coger entonces el que yo quiera. Si quiero irme por acá. Y además de eso, dependiendo de las conversaciones que uno tenga con los NPC, pues tú vas también desarrollando otras habilidades, ya sea por observaciones o cosas así, o investigaciones, pero vamos a ver eso ya dentro de poco, que el juego mismo lo explica. Ok, puse uno aquí. Vamos a ponerle en distracción lingüística. Esto es para leer algunos textos que él no entiende. Política. Es que de verdad yo no encontré diplomático la otra vez interesante. Este fue más o menos el mejor que entré la otra vez. Pero pues vamos a ver acá. Vamos a poner distracción, vamos a poner lingüística y pues vámonos a quedarnos con esto. Déjame validar. Y ahí uno saca un logro por haber escogido diplomático, al igual que por haber escogido cualquiera de los otros dos, ocultista o detective.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away, thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sans-culottes away. Believe me, they came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Si uno juega como ocultista, pues uno le puede mentir y decir que de verdad que no se acuerda. Eso, sale una habilidad aquí ya para uno usar. Pero como no estoy jugando como ocultista ahora, pues. Vamos a
How could I
fingir.
forget a woman such as yourself?
A woman such as me. What a sweet talker you are. Remind me of how we met.
Ahí explica más o menos cómo uno usa las habilidades. A la izquierda uno va a encontrar como unos diamantitos blancos. Que esos son más o menos como quien dice los puntos de esfuerzo que tengo disponibles para usar. Que son estos que están allá abajo, ¿ves? Que son 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Que están debajo de esos iconos. Que por lo que veo engatusarla, perderá el hilo de la conversación. Eso es en distracción, porque esa habilidad yo la tengo. Esta habilidad está bloqueada porque yo no la tengo, que esa es del ocultista. Vamos a usar la habilidad esta y me va a gastar, yo creo que un diamantito, ve que está parpadeando en
Oh,
amarillo.
Emily, I am marked for life. I'm sure you leave your mark on every man who crosses your path.
Pardon?
That
Pero nos vemos
extravagant
luego,
uniqueness
Vidion.
with
Cuídate.
its
Gracias por darte la
rare
vueltita
blend
por
of
aquí y
whimsical
chequeamos.
banality and cat-like curiosity. There's a veil of mystery around you that only adds to your charm and your curves. You would enchant any man.
Hold it, Louis. You've lost me there.
It's as though you have several women hidden inside you, Emily. I mustn't share my true feelings about you. If I ever dared, I...
No, dare not, Louis. Better that way. You go and take a deep breath, and we'll forget all about it.
Hey, Emily, you've gone all red. Are you blushing?
Right, time to go to the manor.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Todos los personajes que conozcas en la isla tendrán su propia personalidad, lo que hace que sean vulnerables a ciertas habilidades e inmunes a otras. Para lograr tus objetivos personales es fundamental aprovechar su personalidad. Las habilidades a las que sean inmunes no tendrán ningún efecto y te dejarán extenuado, mientras que con la habilidad a las que sean vulnerables recuperarás un punto de esfuerzo. Vamos a ver la información de la
Emily,
muchacha ahora.
please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Lo interesante del juego son que uno desbloquea talentos. Dice que Emily, muy reservada sobre su procedencia, ella es duquesa inglesa cercana a la corona de Inglaterra. Dice que Emily, muy reservada sobre su procedencia, entró en la escena política tras su matrimonio, que algunos consideraron de conveniencia. Se casó con un aristócrata inglés, entrado en años y en declive. Es una mujer libertaria y moderna, pero discreta. Estaba muy decidida a establecer fuertes vínculos con sus compañeros. En unos años se convirtió en diplomática favorita de la reina, lo que probablemente animó al primer ministro William Pitt a contratarla como su secretaria privada, a pesar de la polémica suscitada posteriormente. Como visitante asidua, Emily aceptó la invitación de Sir Gregory Home de visitar la isla de Lord Mortimer, porque literalmente no se perdería una de sus famosas recepciones por nada del mundo. Vámonos con Piaggi Giuseppe. O sea, todavía no he conseguido información de él. Dice que pues queda por descubrir. Dice que su eminencia, el cardenal Giuseppe Piaggi, es un enviado del Papa Pío VI. Giuseppe Piaggi, ilustre orador, ha servido durante años a los principios de la Iglesia Católica Romana, hombre de ciencia y aficionado a la filosofía. Llamó rápidamente la atención del Papa, que lo nombró cardenal in pastore. Discretamente, de este modo logró aprovechar su relación de confianza para ayudar a Pío VI en su difícil cometido de guiar a los fieles. Tras recibir la invitación de Sir Gregory Home, Piaggi está encantado de visitar a su viejo amigo Mortimer y poder representar los intereses de la Santa Sede. Y pues de Richet Luz Mauras de Richet, joven aristócrata parisino y único hijo de Sara de Richet. Desde muy niño, Luis comenzó a moverse en los círculos sociales de su madre, por lo que no es de extrañar que en su 14º cumpleaños fuese admitido a la Orden Dorada, la sociedad secreta liderada por Sarah. Gracias a su personalidad precoz, progresó rápidamente junto a ella, a pesar de los tratamientos diarios para las migrañas crónicas de su madre. Ascendió gradualmente hasta llegar a ayudarla en casos de ocultismo, un área en la que parecía tener mucho talento. Con el tiempo se convirtió en todo lo que su madre había imaginado. Todo apuntaba a que un día el joven Luis se convertiría en el líder de la Orden Dorada. Aquí están los talentos, ve, más o menos pues ya me falta poquito para desbloquear este. Dice alcanza el nivel 3 de distracción y el nivel 2 de protocolo y persuasión. Este es de embajador. Hay diferentes talentos que podemos desbloquear dependiendo de las cosas que hagamos. Hay algunos que tienen unos requisitos para desbloquearlos. Fracasar en 10 confrontaciones pues te va a dar esto, sí, etcétera, etcétera. Y si superas 2 confrontaciones pues desbloquea ese talento. En rasgos pues tengo por ahora el de presencia carismática. Consigue un punto de habilidad en manipulación. Siempre has tenido mucho carisma. Consigue un punto de habilidad en psicología. Has confiado en tu madre. Y aprenderá habilidades de la clase diplomática con más facilidad. Has elegido la clase diplomático. Vamos entonces a hablar con este tipo, a ver si lo puedo
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name?
manipular.
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak directly to your master about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Of course, sir. Please, take it. On that note, I must leave you, sir. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Tenemos sirvientes revelados. Todos los sirvientes de Mortimer ocultan su rostro tras una máscara. Aunque se desconoce el verdadero motivo, es un tema de conversación recurrente, recurrente entre los invitados. Vamos a ver qué fue lo que desbloqueó ahorita de... Por ahora nada. Pero he tenido éxito en esto. Faltan dos. Y tengo el pañuelo. Ok. Es la carta que enviaron para investigar sobre su madre. Ay. Investigar, investigar lo que podamos.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look. A letter written in an Oriental language. This letter's in Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo. It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time we order sent some envoys there. Probably a Dutchman. Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy, Godoy, Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar? Ah, it's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close. Much too close. But hey, that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me. Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look. This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Prashi. No. seem to place it. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently. Hey, a Russian ruble. I wonder what it'd be worth today. A lantern. Nothing special.
Investigando a ver si seguimos más pistas. Antes de subir a la mansión porque después ya no hay break.
Sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away. It's like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy. This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough. Great. Honey. Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest. Somebody replaced it recently. It looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here. That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. Crying out loud. What's happened to you, Mother? Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder. Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. fruit's still firm. Bread's a bit stale. From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days. Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean? An iron key completely rusted. You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it. Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her. Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger. It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded. There we are. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder. It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful. So, let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, it looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so. How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop? Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. but I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Thank you, my son. I bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
If you only knew, my son, I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church. Her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art mother.
Mainly pre-Christian objects which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in it.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Listen, you have nothing to fear. I will give your letter to my mother the moment I find it.
The moment you find it. You mean Sarah has gone missing?
Shit, I shouldn't have said that.
Let's not exaggerate, Your Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
Listen to me, child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Your Eminence, if there's one thing you can count on, it's the value of a promise made by a Doriche. Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a Doriche always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Thank you, my son. It's most reassuring.
You're welcome, especially since I promised you nothing.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Doriche. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men with a cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your office available to us by organizing the priest's safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains. Devil's Thorn. I've just arrived. It might be bad manners to go upstairs without being invited. Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah,
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision. My vision is more important. Let's follow home.
I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was, too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale. Excuse me, sir. I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure, sir.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you. You seem to know my mother well. Is that true?
Who does not know of her, sir? She has such a wide circle that everyone knows your mother from a distance or closer.
Everyone knows Sarah, my son.
But you only know her by her reputation.
I remember she once worked for the Crown of England and that she always honors her engagements. However, we have never been personally introduced, sadly.
Well, if I'm to believe my vision, you're not going to get along with her.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you're mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. And what with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother.
I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Sir, do you know Emily Hillsborough?
Oh, Madame la Duchesse. Of course. It was I who invited her to the island.
Do you know of any link between her and my mother?
Not really, no. They may well have met at the court of King George, but I can't be sure about that.
No dispute between them, then?
Not to my knowledge, no.
And even if Duchess Hillsborough is a complex woman to understand, I honestly can't imagine her in a conflict with the famous Sara de Ricci.
No!
Elizabeth! I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Let me handle this. I'm used to this kind of thing. Miss, can you hear me?
Leave me.
Stand back, please, so she can breathe.
Elizabeth is accustomed to this kind of thing.
It looks like it's just a dizzy spell. Can you tell me something about her? Who is this young lady?
Elizabeth Adams. She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For a course of treatment?
That's right. The sea air can do wonders. Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me. I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead.
You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
I segni della bestia.
The sign of the beast. He's referring to the tattoo on her hand. Yes, Your Eminence, I saw it. I don't know what the young woman has been through, but she is marked for life.
It is the least one can say. You know the meaning, don't you?
Protection against the evil one.
It is a rare practice reserved for cases of possession, Louis. I have seen it during exorcism.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is time for everyone to go to bed. It has been a long day.
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Hall, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room? Huh, that's me. Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do? Okay, let's see what it contains. Too bad for Biaggi. So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Biaggi wasn't lying. But now it's opened. I better get it to Mother soon. Wow! Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
gente, vamos a dar por terminado el stream. Muchas gracias por pasarse por el canal. El juego es The Council, ya está disponible en Xbox Live y ya tiene
Your turn?
lanzado
The
4
servants are not very
episodios,
efficient.
Durocher can't
así
be
que
sure.
solamente queda uno
They'll
ya por
find her soon. Their
salir
search
para
time is restricted,
concluir
given that they must keep an eye
el
on
juego,
animals.
pero pues
I can
como
take
verán
care
es
of
uno
that.
muy entretenido, muy bueno y
Yes.
si te
Well,
gusta
in any case, I do
este tipo
thank
de
you for bringing her
juego,
to the
pues
From what
te lo
I've
recomiendo
understood,
verdaderamente.
the search
Tiene
of
una narrativa
Dervishes'
espectacular
room hasn't turned up any result.
y
Not yet, no.
vale la
But we
pena,
put
vale
her
la
son
pena
in there. Perhaps he'll find
adentrarse en
something.
este mundo de conspiraciones,
That might come in handy.
de
Louis
secretos.
grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear.